Good morning. Day 68 here on the Pacific Crest Trail. Yesterday I said I was on day 69. For some reason I was still in that time warp. Maybe I leaped ahead in time. But anyways, at mile marker 1373 outside of Old Station with Trail Angel Chris, who has been awesome.
Thank you.
She lives in Hat Creek, and she picked me up at the bustling town of Bernie at the Rite Aid, where the Bernie Express dropped me off and set me up last night. So Chris is an advocate for hikers in the area. Anything you want to add to the group?
Well, it's been a pleasure to have Dave overnight, and I look forward to seeing many more of you come into town. There's about, 50 miles of snow-free Hat Creek Rim to hike and bring your water and have a great time.
Thank you so much, Chris.
You're welcome.
All right, we'll see you on the trail. That is Mount Lassen.
Yep.
It erupted in the early 1900s, still an active volcano.
Right. Yeah,
so
there's bubbling pots if you go up there and tour the park. You'll see, similar to Yellowstone, areas that are steaming and bubbling and smell like sulfur.
Mount Lassen will have to wait for now. So I'm at this campground outside of Old Station, and you never know what you're going to see on the PCT. And I see this excavation, and they got some tape. It says buried sewer line. And so looking out, this is a large drain field. And so you got to forgive me, but I'm a licensed engineer in Virginia and designed my own drain field and used these kind of half pipes, if you will, for storage and allowed seepage into the ground. But at the end of the day, the stuff coming out of these pipes does flow downhill. My good friend John in Lexington knows all about that. On the Pacific Crest Trail, mile marker 1373.5. This is just going to be a great couple days. Chris said the trail was easy peasy, but there's some water carries here. So 2 10-mile water carries may get a little warm. We do have thunderstorms projected for this afternoon from 1 to 5. So I think I told you I took circuits twice, but then you don't have to pass circuits to know that electrical circuits, voltage equals current times resistance. I don't want to become a giant resistor, so if it does look sketchy, you get down. But so glad to be walking on the trail. Certainly enjoyed my journey to get up here and then staying with Chris. Just a super trail angel. Absolutely great. Mile marker 1374. Nice start. Nice forest. Don't see any remnants of burns. Cool temperatures, but temperatures may get up to around 80, and as I mentioned earlier, could have a chance of thunderstorms this afternoon. So do have my short pants on with the anticipated heat, and I did buy some new gaiters, REI gaiters. Thought they'd be a little bit more durable than the Altria gaiters that I was wearing. and so see how they work out. But just wow. Supposed to get up on a ridgeline, have some spectacular views, and yeah, back on the trail at 1374. I mean, I basically flipped almost the total mileage that I've done thus far. But this is the year of the flip, and you do have those intrepid souls that are purists, but I'm having fun. Mile 1375. This is pretty cool going through this area of volcanic activity. There's apparently a lava tube a couple miles up that is apparently a spot where folks recommend checking it out. So gonna try and do 20 today, but also want to enjoy things along the way. We'll see. 1377. Making decent progress. Just have my second pole in my hand. Sometimes I just want to warming up a bit. High at 82. So definitely need to do some heavy drinking of water. Notice this to my left appears to be a lava tube, so you could probably get down in there, but yeah, there's another one a little bit farther down that I'm going to explore. Crossing State Route 89, and Chris was telling me about a hiker she helped out that was trying to get a hitch from here for like 45 minutes. Back in February, I went to the American Long Distance Hiker Association ROC in Berkeley, and they actually had a breakout class on hitchhiking. So you got to go where somebody can pull over. Another 100 yards, you stand there. But whoa, looking back, there is Mount Lassen. So unfortunately, I'm walking away from Mount Lassen. Well, maybe fortunately. So not getting as many views, but definitely cool. Gonna take a detour to the Subway Cave, and there's water there too. At the entrance to Subway Cave, there's like probably one of the cleanest Kaibo I've been in. Water fountain works, so I replenished my water there, and so I went through the cave, and I had my dead cat, it's a mic, hooked up to my phone, and when I checked the videos, the audio was horrible, so I'm gonna delete some of the videos I'll keep, and you can kind of make out what I'm saying, but I'm glad I caught it. Ironically, I bought that mic to drown out noise, not create noise. So just do a out and back on this way cool trail. Walking down the entrance to the cave, and glad they put these steps here. There's some other people coming in. So definitely quite the cool experience. All right, as we're walking in the cave, it's starting to get darker, but I do have my white light on. Cool, they got the signposts with reflectors on it. That is apparently the rattlesnake collapse. Yeah, Had to do this again because the audio on the first take wouldn't do it justice, and anyways, it's easier to go out and back than around. So I'm out in the darkest part of the cave, and you can see my breath. Well, here's a interpretive sign. Let's see what it's got to say. Entrance, Devil's Doorway, Subtle Hall, Wind Tunnel, Lucifer's Cul-de-sac, Sanctum Room, Partial Collapse, and then the exit. Coming up on the exit side, this is about 1/3 of a mile. I don't know, maybe it seems less because it's so interesting. Up on the exit, and temperature goes up. So that is the mountain that caused this lava tube, Mount Lassen. Mile marker 1378, and I commented about the lack of burn. Well, there's a little fire to my right, so the Forest Service basically used the PCT as a fire break. So maybe getting some trail maintenance in, along with the trail providing another function. Mile marker 1379, and going up a bit of a hill. Look to my left, Mount Lassen, which is way cool. And I'm pretty sure as soon as I crest this, I'll see Shasta. Mile marker 1380, and that's Mount Shasta. I've been able to see that the last couple 100 yards, and then looking back, that's Mount Lassen. So some pretty awesome scenery, and see, there's a parking lot up here, trailhead parking lot, and some other awesome scenery is Akaibo up here on an overlook. And again, that's Mount Lassen. I just saw that on May 19th, 1915, that mountain erupted. So 108 years ago yesterday. Yesterday was the anniversary, and I think the day before yesterday was the anniversary of Mount St. Helens. And so you can see the remnants of many fires, the last one in 2009 caused by lightning strikes. And that partially covered mountain with snow is Bernie Mountain. And there's Mount Shasta. Wow. One of my coworkers, Caleb, climbed that over a decade ago. He's like, yeah, you gotta climb it. It's on the list, just not at the top of the list. Just left the overlook. Decided to change the shadow that my profile catches, so that's my umbrella. Last time I used it was for the rain. And there is some poofy clouds up there, but if those clouds start something, it'll likely be a thunderstorm, so I'm gonna drop the umbrella. I got a rain jacket, but right now the umbrella is casting a nice shadow over me. And there's my contraption. It is really helpful, especially in arid climates, just to get out of the sun. Wow, this is crazy awesome. Mount Shasta, Hat Creek Valley. Mile 1381. Mile marker 1382. And we're kind of crossing a swale up here. And there's water. If somebody needed it, I'm gonna wait out a couple more miles to get to where it's flowing a little bit better, but nice to see some water. Mile marker 1383. 10 miles to go to get to cache 22. Mile marker 1384. Got another mile to go before I get to the next water stop. So drink up. Mile marker 1385. We're coming up on a trail that goes down to a water source, but since the creek is still flowing, I'm not going to go down that trail. But this is interesting. We're on this rim and way cool. Mile marker 1386. This is a really cool section. Look at the moss growing on the trees, and there's some tall pines, and down there is the creek called Lost Creek. That's where I'm supposed to get water. Hopefully it hasn't lost, but the report on Far Out a couple days ago so it said it's flowing nicely. Stopped at a trail register, and this is the cleanest, nicest trail register I've seen, and PCTA actually has it in here. So the first log was on May the 13th. 1, 2, 6 through hikers, 1 day hiker, Diddy, Nico and Laura, Auto Crive, Rogue, Dr. Dave, Rainier, and mile marker. Mile marker 1387. Mile marker 1388. Mile marker 1389. And this is so cool that this trail hugs the cliff for basically the whole time. Highest point of the day, I'm at elevation 5131. In a couple days when I'm at that elevation, I think I'll be in snow. Okay, Mr. Snake, time for you to move along. Move along. Mount Lassen Communication Tower. And then really this is kind of the first time I've been able to look to my right and just see the vast expanse of woods and forest. And wow, I'm gonna call that Lake Shasta over there. Cool. That section just in front of Mount Shasta is the area that I'll be hiking in a couple days. Mile marker 1391. Mile marker 1392. Mile marker 1393. So I am at cache 22. That is on a forest road and maintained by Cache 22. He is a double triple crowner. I ran into him earlier today. He was maintaining.
Look at those guys right there.
Maintaining the trail, fixing the fence, and I'll take a picture of his Venmo if you're up for donating. So anything you'd like to add, Cache?
Enjoy this area. It's world class. The views are second to none. Don't wait too long to get here, though.
All right. Thanks so much, sir. All right, here's Cache 22. There's the Venmo or PayPal. So this gentleman manages this himself. What a trail angel. Finishing up day 68 on the Pacific Crest Trail. Went from 1373 to 1393. So 20 miles, started at 8:30, finished at 7. Definitely a saunter. The detour over at the subway tube was way cool. Stopped at some lookouts, great views along the way. Gonna try and stretch to Bernie Falls tomorrow. So right now the mosquitoes are getting me. Thank goodness I got a tent. Mile marker signing out.